The company behind Tide and Bounty pledges net zero emissions by 2040. The new targets are part of a climate transition action plan that PandG is detailing for the first time. The company says the aim is to cut emissions from raw material to retailer. The inclusion of PandG supply chain and logistics is critical because those emissions are about 10 times greater than the company's own operations. Without that, the company wouldn't really be making a dent in its carbon footprint. Many technologies don't currently exist, that's why PandG has been working to slash Scope 1 and Scope 2. The company says it currently gets 97% of its power from renewable electricity and the goal is to get to 100% by 2030. However, all of that is the easy part. Relatively speaking, the big challenge for PandG, and many other companies, will be tackling Scope 3 emissions, which include everything from where it gets its ingredients to how its products are transported to stores. Many of the tools and technologies to help reduce Scope 3 emissions don't currently exist in the marketplace, Virginia Helios, PandG's chief sustainability officer, said in an email. But while we may not have all the solutions yet, we're committed to tackling this challenge head-on. PandG announced a pair of interim 2030 goals toward net zero, reducing emissions across operations by 50% and across the supply chain by 40%.
Forests are crucial in the climate fight. To reach its targets, Helios promised PandG will take a science-based approach that will seek to develop and scale low-carbon technologies and develop innovative ingredients and materials. For example, Tide is working with a Silicon Valley startup called 12 that converts captured CO2 emissions into ingredients using only water and renewable energy. PandG is hoping that technology can be woven into the manufacturing of its various products. PandG also said it's working with partners to develop materials that can be derived from renewable, bio-based or recycled carbon. Another challenge for PandG is trying to minimize the negative impact on forests caused by the company's use of palm oil and wood pulp, two commodities that can cause deforestation. PandG emphasized that it has committed to no deforestation in our supply chain and said all of the wood pulp used in its toilet paper, tissue, towel, and absorbent hygiene products is 100% third-party sustainably certified by forestry management standards. These standards help ensure that for every tree harvested, at least one is regrown, Helios said. Tide is pushing cold water washing to chip away at the consumer use challenge. PandG says it is trying to educate consumers about how to be more sustainable, including through a new education campaign. In March, Tide launched a campaign that aims to help save the planet by persuading consumers in North America to do 3 out of every 4 loads of laundry with cold water instead of hot by 2030. PandG is also teaming up with outside groups. The company announced it is joining the UN's Race to Zero and Business Ambition for 1.5 degrees Celsius campaigns, as well as the World Economic Forum's Alliance of CEO Climate Leaders. The climate crisis is urgent, difficult, and much bigger than any company or individual alone, Helios said.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe